Making a custom player system is kind of easy, but it's hard to remember. So here's how to make that. Side note, if you don't know already, I no longer use Roblox. I've been doing it for like 5 or 6 years and I quit. So yeah, I also will help that too, cause why not? If you haven't already, go ahead and create a new project. I seriously need to bring my voice up a little bit, like, since we'll be making ours from scratch, so we'll just use the blank template. Name it whatever you want. Play the waiting game. Oh, that? Don't worry about it. Let's go. We'll be needing the content browser. Right click, then click blueprint. Okay. Oh yeah, sure, blueprint. Oh wait, I added a folder first. Well, if you made the blueprint already, just drag it in and select move instead of copy. An actor is a scriptable object. A pawn is a character. No, not the one below. That character is a pawn with some pre-made stuff. So let's pick character. Name it whatever you prefer. I recommend adding that prefix. Now do the same for game mode base. This is used to start the game as the character. Now select both and hit enter. This will open them. In the game mode base, this might look different on your screen. Find and set the default pawn class to your newly added character blueprint. Now let's set up the camera for the character. Let's add a spring arm. You don't have to do this. It's a personal preference thing. Now add the camera inside the spring arm, or not if you don't have it. Let's go with the normal camera. Unlike Roblox, you do not have to weld a child object to its parent. I'm zeroing out the camera's position because it's relative to the parent object. In this case with the spring arm, it's relative to the end of the rod. Since we're making this first person, set this to 0. Because it's first person, we don't have to worry about the camera clipping through walls. Why did I say walls like that? We'll get back to the spring arm in a bit. Let's start defining inputs. Go to inputs and add an input mapping context. Name it and open it. Double click is the alternative. We don't have anything to put in it, so let's just leave it for now. Back to inputs, add an input action. I recommend this name so you know what is what. Now do the same for right, look, jump, and sprint. Open the look action and set this to axis 2D. Here's what they are in Roblox terms. Digital is a boolean. Why they call it digital, I don't know. Axis 1D is a float number. Axis 2D is a vector 2. And axis 3D is obviously a vector 3. Our answer is clear because our screens are 2D. Quick reminder to save. Back in the mapping context, open the default key mappings. Add a new map. Now select the forward input action. Might as well do it for right too. Click this and press W. Same for the right. Add another map for look. For mouse moving, click the arrow and look for mouse XY. Ignore what's below for a sec. I completely forgot to do this much earlier. Add a negate modifier and set the action Z to false. Now add a map for jump and sprint. Go to the graph editor. Wait, no, that's the event graph. This event fires when the game begins, and this one fires every frame. Now add the enhanced input local player subsystem. Drag off the socket and type add mapping context. Connect it to the begin play event. Select your created mapping context. When we hit playtest, you'll notice that we can fly around. This is not our player character. Click this, go here, and select game mode base. Make sure it's on yours. Now when we playtest, we can't do anything. This means this is our player system. Back in the input graph, let's add the look action. Make sure to expand it. Right click the action value and split it. Now add 2 controller inputs, one for pitch, one for yaw. X is the yaw and Y is the pitch. Great, now we can... That's not right. Oh yeah! Back in here, let's select the spring arm, or your camera if you don't have it. Go to its properties and set use pawn control rotation to true. Problem solved! Now how to move. Add the forward input action. Add a movement input. Might as well add the right action. So apparently Unreal can't convert a boolean to a number, so I guess just set the forward and right input actions to floats. Reminder to save. Duplicate the movement input with copy and paste. Connect the action values to the corresponding scale value. What I was trying to demo here was a missing factor in our thingy, but I still couldn't move, so yeah. We don't want our player's movement direction to be relative to the world. Drag off this world direction and get the forward vector, actor's forward vector. Same down here, but with the right vector. Now we can move. Seems like we can only move forward and right. Oh yeah! Add S under forward and A under right. Add a negate modifier to both of those. Oh my god, this so awesome! Double click on a line to add a dot. You can move the dot around to make your code look a little cleaner. Nice, I'm at my 100th voiceover. If you need to, while selecting nothing, hold Alt and double click on a line to get rid of it. I highly recommend this, especially with spaghetti code. Select a region you want to notate and press C. Add the jump action. Add jump. Yes, that's a real node. So much mobility already! Add the sprint action. In Roblox, you would use an if statement. Here, it's instead a branch. Let's grab the character movement. Drag off of it and set the max walk speed. Duplicate it and connect them like this. Set the values the way you need. You will have to get used to the new measurement. Now we can sprint. Wait, something's wrong. We can't stop sprinting! Well, guess what? The branch was never meant to be there. I only told you to add it just to let you know that branches are if statements. Triggered only fires when the key is down. That's why it only returns true. So let's do this instead. We do not need branch. Started only fires when the key is first pressed down. Completed is when the key is released. Real sprinting! Let's go! Now I know the basics of making a player system in Unreal in 6 minutes. For your curiosity, this is what the editing timeline looks like.